Hey, what's up, my friends? Итак, продолжаем развеивать мифы о том, что бизнес английский это что-то скучное, интересное. На самом деле это невероятно динамичный, полезный и самый практичный вариант английского языка, который мы используем непосредственно, чтобы улучшать качество нашей жизни. И сегодня у нас второй урок на тему бизнес английского. И today we're going to speak about three different kind of job: a retail buyer, a public relations officer, and occupational psychologist. And today we're gonna learn what do these people do in your opinion, of course, and we're gonna look at these three examples. Sarah, who is a retail buyer, Benjamin, who is a PR officer, and Heidi, who's an occupational psychologist. But before we start, I have a short warm-up for you, and I need to ask you some easy questions. Firstly, look on your left, please. Question number one. At work, who do you usually speak to? By phone and face to face. It means like, firstly, how do you prefer to communicate? By phone or face to face? It is the question number one. And the question number two, with what kind of people do you communicate by phone and face to face? So I need to hear your opinion. It's very important for me. Next one, number two. Do you prefer communicating with people by email or on the phone? And why? It's also a very important question, because it's connected with our psychology, with the way we think. If we prefer communicating with people online by email, it means that sometimes we feel a little bit uncomfortable and feel a little bit nervous when we see people face to face. But when we communicate with people on the phone or face to face, it means that we are not afraid of people at all. We respect people, we adore people, and we want to communicate with people face to face. Question number three. How much of your day do you spend speaking with people and working alone? And my special question for you is, how do you prefer to communicate? You prefer speaking with people like face to face, as we discussed before, or you prefer working alone, because many people are much more productive when they work alone, and some of people, of course, much more productive when they work in a team. So now let's look at these three people, and we're gonna discuss just some main information from these paragraphs. Number one, so her job involves buying prepared salads and vegetables from local and national suppliers. So she buys it not from the supermarket, she buys it for the supermarket. Yeah. Next one, she takes part in a different logistics projects. So what do you think if a person, how to say, helps to supply the supermarket? She works with suppliers directly. Who is she? A retail buyer, a public relations officer, or occupational psychologist? Of course, she's a retail buyer. So she supplies supermarkets with food and any other products. Next one, PR officer. His job consists of answering questions from journalists, and he's also involved in a new project to attract new people to the police force. So he attracts people. He answers different questions. So that's why he is a public relations officer. So he is responsible for relations with people, with the society, with the community. And Heidi, and from these three people, her job is my favorite. She's an occupational psychologist. Occupation is your job, it's your work. And what do you think these people, um, how to say, does with different clients? So what do you think and how does this person help different clients? So she said that she deals with problems of relations between staff. Also, they work with many subcontractors, and she works a lot with training organizations. So her main thing and her main task at work is to help people, firstly to choose the best job for them, and then to become the most productive worker in this area. And it's very interesting, because when we choose our favorite work, our favorite business, our favorite career. We want to be the most productive person in this sphere of knowledge, in this sphere of knowledge, in this area of knowledge. It means that we want to be the best. We want to try the best only if we have chosen the best option for us, and that's what she does. That's the kind of job, and that's how she helps people. So if you want to see and to, I don't know, to explore more business English lessons, write plus in the comments, like it, and see you later. Well, friends.